What's going on YouTube? CemetaryGamer here, back again on my channel with another video. And lately I've had a few people request this of me, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this. And this is part one of my Laserdisc collection. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? First of all, we got Independence Day. Very good movie. I also have this on VHS. This has a nice gatefold jacket. Okay. Next off, we got another one of my favorites from growing up. Still love this movie. War Games. This movie I'm not a big fan of, but I got it in a lot. So that is Batman and Robin. Unfortunately, this has been one of those Laserdisc marked as a high probability for laser rot. And it was brought to us by the nice people at Sony DADC. But nevertheless, still, when I get a movie series, I like to have the full collection. So next of all, we got Batman Forever. Another one not a big fan of, but got this in a lot. Believe it or not, I have a double of this. Next off, we got, now you gotta have this if you got Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. That is Batman Returns. Another one, this movie, I remember I watched the hell out of this movie all the time as a kid. If you haven't seen this, I really strongly recommend you go check it out. That is Point Break, Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Good 90s film right here, about bank robbers. Another one, nice gatefold jacket. Next off we got, now I mean growing up, I'm sure we were all pretty big Disney fans. I still pretty much am. I still love the classics. Got The Lion King. Next one we got Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the Criterion Collection Edition. Still love this movie to this day. This is one I kind of gotten a lot, and I really don't know a whole lot about these two. This is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Volume 2. Has 4 episodes on it. Watch this one, it's not bad. Unfortunately, you know, there were only 2 volumes ever released on Laserdisc. Next of all, we got Anaconda. I don't know why, but this movie, I still like this movie. I know it's pretty cheesy and could be lame at times, but the only thing I don't like this movie, it was brought to us at those damn bastards at Sony DADC, and it's prone to laser rot. Next of all, we got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Volume 1. Again, 4 episodes on the disc. So we got, this is the movie that started it all. Gotta have this in the collection. Original Batman, Tim Burton. Fortunately, no gatefold on this. Next of all, we got, here's another movie, good 80s comedy in my opinion. Very funny. Ruthless People. I got this dirt cheap, so I figured for the price I had to have it. Still a real funny movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. You know, growing up in the 90s, I'm sure everybody has seen these, but I love them both. First one we got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Not as good as the first film in my opinion, but still funny and worth watching. Next of all we got, this is a movie I grew up watching all the time with my mom. My mom's a diehard fan of the band. And that is Pink Floyd The Wall. Letterbox edition. And it actually looks and sounds very nice on Laserdisc. Really wish they would bring this to Blu-ray at some point. So we got another comedy. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Very, very funny movie. Moving on, we got. This is one of the movies another one I watched a lot. This one with my dad growing up, and it is Oliver Stone's JFK. Very, very good movie. I highly recommend it. I've always been a pretty big Oliver Stone fan as long as I can remember growing up. Next of all, I'm not really a big fan of this movie at all. I kind of think it's... But what's weird enough is this was a Japanese only release, and that is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Don't know if you can see it, but English audio with Japanese subtitles. And it does have a pretty nice little gatefold. Surprisingly, I think this is the Laserdisc I have paid the most for. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I did give a good amount. It's still a nice piece to have in your collection. And this movie right here is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Brilliant, brilliant movie. And of course, you know, we got Hellraiser 1, so it's not complete unless you got Hellbound Hellraiser 2. Unrated version, which this version was only ported to Laserdisc and VHS, I believe. Really good movie right here. Another one of my favorites. And of course, I've showed you the sequel to Bill and Ted's. So, we gotta have the first film as well, which that is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Another not good 90s film. Moving along, we got Jaws. Probably a must-have in my opinion on Laserdisc. Still brilliant film. Still, I quote Back to the Future, shark still looks fake. Moving along, we got Sandlot, the movie I loved as a kid. I still like this movie. Real good baseball movie. Got this for a fairly reasonable price. Moving along to the next title, we got a good 80s film right here. Stay Tuned, John Ritter and Pam Dauber. A very, very good movie. Funny, funny ass movie. If you haven't seen this, check it out. Off we got Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the single disc version. I know that they had a deluxe box set for this version, but unfortunately I don't have it. And it does go for an arm and a leg. But nevertheless, still a good movie. That's all we got. Toy Story THX Edition. Another good Disney film for you. That's all we got. One of my favorites. I really love this movie a lot. Bram Stoker's Dracula. This one I also have on VHS. Nice gatefold jacket in there. Next of all we got Twister. Another pretty good movie. I mean, not the best movie in the world, but for its time it was a pretty good movie. What we got? The Addams Family. And we have Addams Family Values. Moving along, we got, I really don't like this movie, but it does look pretty good on Laserdisc. And I figured, oh, what the hell, I got it dirt cheap, so nice piece for the collection. Titanic. And this also has nice gatefold jacket. It's one thing I always really loved about Laserdisc, because the cover art, you can never go wrong in my opinion. Really good gang movie right here if you've never seen it. Blood In, Blood Out, director's cut. Real good movie right here. This is one I can't stress enough to at least watch it once. Moving along, we got Back to the Future. Classic right here. Next of all, we got another one of my favorites, 007 GoldenEye, and this has a nice gatefold jacket as well. And last but not least in this part, it is Natural Born Killers. Very, very good movie. Check this one out if you haven't seen it. So I think this is going to wrap up part 1 of my Laserdisc collection. Make sure and stay tuned for part 2. I'll try to have it up as soon as I can. So until next video, peace!